Hey everyone, in today's video I will be showing you how to connect granny squares by using this super easy and simple method, which at the same time is also very elegant, and I actually used it for one of my latest cardigans that I made. What I love about this method is that it's very simple, it goes very quick when you're connecting it in this way, and it only uses chains and single crochets, so it's very simple and it doesn't add a lot more volume to the square or the size of the square. So here I have already connected 16 of them, so I will basically show you the same thing of how is the process of connecting these squares with another set of 16. So here I have laid out all 16 squares 4x4, and just to give you a bit more of context, the way how we are going to connect them is by first starting with the horizontal lines all the way through, and then we will go into vertical lines when connecting all of these squares together. So maybe just to make it a bit easier, one thing that I like to do is basically connect the squares with some of the things like this, just so it's easier to know which ones are already connected, because at least for me it works better when I know that they are not turning around or something doesn't get messed up. So maybe this is a method that you can use as well. Otherwise it's not mandatory to connect them like this. So here I have connected together first two rows, and it's basically the most important part only for the very beginning, because later on when you proceed further it's not as important, but as I said, this is not mandatory to do. This is just something that I have realized that it works for me. But now we can basically start connecting both of these lines, and we will be starting from this side going all the way to the left side. So first we are attaching the yarn here, and I normally just do it by tying a knot, and once I have done that I basically just chain one and then chain additional two, and then we can basically grab the other square. It's very important to keep in mind that both of the squares have to be facing upwards. So we just take this one and go through the hole in the very corner and do a single crochet. Once you have done a single crochet, just chain one, and now we are basically going like a zigzag from one to another and back and forth. So since we finished here, we are jumping back on this one. So we chained one, therefore we are skipping one stitch here and going basically in the middle of these three. So just go in, pull out the yarn and do a single crochet. Once you have done that, chain one and jump back to the other square. So this means that we have to skip one in here, and keep in mind that we already kind of did a single crochet on the first square. So basically now we are doing single crochet here in the middle of the three stitches. Then chain one, and we are jumping back on the first square and again doing single crochet in here, and then chain one and go back to the second square and single crochet and chain one. So this is how it looks at the moment. So you can see for this square we are doing the connection in the middle of every three single crochets, while on this one we do it right in the middle of the every three. I hope that makes sense. So we chained one already, and now we jump back to the first one, chain one and go back to the other one, single crochet, chain one, single crochet and chain one. And as you can see, this is going very quickly, and we will be almost done with the connecting first two squares together. And we are back all the way through. So now we're connecting the corners, and this is where it gets a little bit different. So we connected a corner here, and now we have to jump back to this one. But in this case, after doing a single crochet, we are going to chain two, jumping back on this one and connecting with single crochet. So we are done with the first two, and now since we finished here, we have to jump to this granny square here, and we will first do 2 single crochets, and now single crochet connection in here, chaining 2 because we have to jump on to this one. So single crochet connection here and single crochet, and now we can start working all the way through the second set of granny squares. So single crochet is already there, and in this set we have to go for the middle ones in the other one, and in between every 3 in here. So as you can see, it's super quick, it looks super nice, and we are almost done with the second set of squares, and all you have to do is basically repeat the process throughout every single granny square that you have in this row. So this is how it looks, and basically just continue your way all the way through the end, and once you have finished, just cut off the yarn and proceed further with starting for the next row. And I will meet you back again once I have completed all of the rows. Here I am at the very end of first 2 rows, and I just thought of showing you how I'm finishing it off. So here I have done last single crochet here, so now I'm chaining 2 and connecting with this corner in the other square and doing single crochet. Once I have done that, just doing chain 1, pulling out a bit of yarn and cutting it off. And just tighten it for security. And as I said, now we can proceed with the next 4 squares and connecting them like that. So here I have connected all 4 rows, and this is how it looks. So now we have to flip it on the other side, and now we can do the same thing, just going through here. And now we can also remove these connectors here because we don't need their help anymore. And the process is literally the same, and we just connect the yarn for this row or for this direction. I will start from adding the yarn here and tying it up, but otherwise it's going to be the same process. So now just chain 3 for the very beginning, grab the other square and connect by doing a single crochet. Once that's done, chain 1, and go to the previous square and connect again. Chain 1, go back and connect again, and all the way through the row. Once you have reached this part, we basically have to take in consideration so it looks nice here when we are crossing. So I have placed my single crochet here. Now I will chain 1 and I will jump to this one by again connecting. So this is how it looks now, and now from here we are jumping there, so I will chain 2 and 2 and going in here, single crochet, chain 2 and jumping here, single crochet, again chain 1 and jumping in here and back again. So this is how it looks when we have connected it from all parts. And basically just repeat the process, go all the way through, and you will have this super nice connection which looks quite lacy and very simple, very easy, very quick to make, and also very beautiful at the same time. But yeah, this is how you can connect granny crochet squares by using single crochet stitch and chains in a very easy way, and it's basically a single braid that you are doing all the way through. So I hope you enjoyed this video, I hope you like this tutorial, I hope it's going to be useful for your future creations, and if you did like it, please give me a big thumbs up, and I will see you later. Bye!